Good evening, everybody. We're here joined together tonight for meditation and channeling. My name is Reverend Lynn LaBorde, and we're here at the Sohmalife Sanctuary. I'm going to be bringing through Mary Magdalene, and then we're going to have a couple other guest channeling adventures this evening. So thank you for joining us. All right, here we go. Greetings, dear ones.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
We know that there are many questions that you have brought with you to ask of us.
Only if you want them. Do you have an opening statement? Is there a message that you need to deliver first?
There is much that is coming to the forefront of human knowledge of that which occurred many, many, many years ago in your linear dimensions of reality and existence, what you would refer to as two millennia. Please understand that there are many transmutations or scenarios that occurred when information is being channeled. You have various and diverse channels of information. It is much like having an elephant in a room, and you have someone that has the trunk, and someone that has an ear, and someone that has a tail, and someone that has a foot, and someone that has their hands upon this magnificent beast, and you are asking for a description of this delightful creature, and you will have a description of a creature that is based on the point of view of the observer. While there are many tales and many versions of the circumstances that happened many years ago, it is much as you have all spoken that there is a sense of distortion that has occurred. Many variations on the themes, if you will. The truth is the truth is the truth. However, if you have many of you looking at the same object, you will notice that there are diverse, varied opinions of how tall it is, what color it is, what its purpose is. It is important for your intellect and your mind and your egos to have an understanding of what you like to hold on to as the truth, as is written in this book, the Torah, the Bible, the Old Testament, the New Testament, the various and sundry different versions. What transpired was miraculous. How can you describe miracles? How can you put a miracle on paper? How can you try and explain a sunrise or a sunset without a picture?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That's true.
What is of the most significance to each of you is your experience of yourselves, of your souls, of the beauty that is your divinity, the light that exists that each of you are. It is much like holding on to the tail of this beloved furry creature to try and describe the magnificent beast that this is before you. You have one point of view, one aspect of that which you call your experience of life and livingness and beingness. So yes, there are various selections of stories of a journey that was taken with the tribe of us during our journeys. Please understand that there are many and multiple incarnations, many and multiple versions of the greatest story ever told. There were weddings, there were children, there were births, there were deaths, there were resurrections, there were journeys, there were travels, there was loss, there was tribulation, there was love. More profound than can be written on paper, than even can be captured in a painting or a picture. It was the essence of the experience of the love that was truly more profound than we could possibly describe, that still exists today. It was a union of souls. Each of you has the opportunity, each of you has the capacity to exist with such beauty and with such divine grace in your everyday existence. Sweet, beloved man, you truly are a blessing. The light that you carry, the love that you carry, and the words that you speak are a blessing, and we are honored to be in your presence. Thank you for the good works that you do.
Thank you. I honor you too.
We hear your prayers. We are touched by your efforts to bring love forth in all that you do. Each of you have hearts that are beautiful. Each of you have souls that are phenomenal. Each of you have minds that can bring you joy and that can also cause you tremendous pain. Dear ones, we would ask that each of you become more vigilant in that which you speak. You become more vigilant in that which you think. That you spend more of your waking hours, if you will, in prayer and contemplation and in turning within, rather than the indulgence in that which exists outside of you.
I have a question.
Yes, dear one.
What is the significance of the number 666?
Each of these series of numbers creates a sequence much like a passcode or a combination to undo a lock, which grants you access to different dimensions. The number 13, for example, in the Hebrew language is ahava, which translates to love. There was an attempt to eradicate the number 13, saying that it was cursed, and you even have elevators that have removed this. Please understand that this was an attempt to remove love. As the number 666 was assigned to the devil, 666 is the coding for our beloved Lucifer.
And who's Lucifer?
Lucifer is one of the angelic brethren who is playing out a role, playing out a part that is necessary in this grand experiment of third dimensional reality. Please understand, dear ones, that you are asleep. You have forgotten. We come to bring you good news. We come to say, please wake up. Please remember. Please find yourself in alignment with your own divinity. For each of you is truly an expression of the whole. Each one of you has God's spark inside of you. We are, as a collective, guiding, whispering, suggesting, at times imploring all of beingness to find your ways back to the divine. Find your ways back home. Many have chosen instead to indulge themselves in playing in the mud. Oh, look, a mud pie. Let's see what we can build with this.
Well, I'm sorry.
There is a possibility of something as stunning as a violet sky at sunset. My beloved loves to ignite the sky.
Lucifer? You're saying?
My beloved Yeshua.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh, okay, sorry. The reason I'm asking about this number is because it seems to be popping up an awful lot. Like a lot. On our way here, 666.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I went and saw a client in a building, 666. I don't know why it's coming up in my world right now.
There is a message for you, dear one, that is coming from your own guidance, who will be visiting with you all shortly.
Okay.
It is suggested that you have one of your dear ones make an inquiry of the significance of that for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Indeed.
May I ask a question about this morning's sky? At sunrise, it was the most amazing violet, and I watch it a lot. I watch a lot of sunrises. Today's was off the charts. I went out and took pictures of it in my underwear. 6:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. That's how wild it was. Is that a prelude to something that's coming? Is it just new energies, new frequencies? What is the significance of that sky, and can we anticipate it getting more amazing than that?
The radiance that you observed is a shifting of energy that has been occurring within what you consider to be your time-space continuum. Enjoy the magnificence of these colors. There will be more. There are many shifts, many dimensions that are adjusting and changing as you make this trans-dimensional shift. It is occurring in what would occur to you to be a spiral. And for you to catch a glimpse as you did, for you to take your pictures, allows you to reconnect with these moments of observation, dear one. Allow yourself to go into your heart at these breathtaking moments and see what it resonates within you. See what it speaks to you. It is speaking to your heart. It is speaking to your own sense of self-love and self-appreciation. It is given to you to enjoy a moment of awe, to be reminded that what is real is light and love and aspects of the divine, and that this is the illusion. This is what is not real that seems so real. Please understand, dear ones, that were you to understand truly that how you see is upside down and backwards. That it is the complete opposite of that which you have been taught, that way that you have been indoctrinated, that way in which you have been inculcated, if you will, to believe. You spoke earlier of our beloved Stephen Hawking, who realized after his transition, actually prior to his transition, that, yes, dear one, that everything that he had espoused had falsehoods. But there was a sense of egoic attachment to the work that had been done. Much of that goes on with humans.
A lot of ego gets in the way.
Yeah. And once one learns to tame an ego, to become an ego whisperer, if you will, you will find unbridled joy, because what it will allow you to do is, as it was designed, to connect to Great Spirit, to connect to the oneness.
So really all my questions that I came prepared tonight to ask should be turned within. And that's what I'm feeling at this point. I shouldn't be asking you.
This is a brilliant observation on your part, dear one. For you have an interest in having the data provided for you. You have the information inside of you.
So I know the squirrel.
You are the squirrel.
Cracking a lot of nuts.
You are helping people to remove the shell and get to their truth as you are removing yours and getting to your own.
Well, another question I have is, yesterday I did a mini channeling session with Pleiades for myself and recorded it. But before I did that, I was calling them in and somebody else stepped in, called himself the Horned God. And he was very masculine and very like powerful. But I told her, at first I was like thinking it was Pleiades until all of a sudden I realized like this is not the same energy. This is not the same. This is not my guidance. I said I didn't ask for you, but he really wanted to come through. I said no, not now. Maybe later. Relinquish the body, please. You know, and he did. He let go, and then Pleiades came through, and I was able to ask my questions to them. But who is the Horned God? And I don't know.
The Horned God has been an aspect of Lucifer.
Oh my gosh.
Dear one, this is not your first connection with this entity. You have had many incarnations in which you have made the darkness a tool for yourself.
Oh.
And work that you chose to do as an occupation and a use of the darkness. You are here to redeem yourself and bring forth light. But please understand that there are certain patterns of energy that know how to work with you and that you know how to work from due to incarnations where you have chosen to walk on the path of darkness.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay. So with him, I should just know.
Have conversations
Okay.
at a distance rather than allowing yourself to once again be let me say this differently to you, dear one.
Okay.
You have a choice. As you have the choice to say no thank you.
Yes.
Understand that you always have that choice.
Thank you. Yes, that makes so much sense. And thank you for clearing that up for me. He didn't
Please
feel
understand
like
that
the light.
he is of the light and is playing a role of darkness.
Okay.
You can choose to be of the light or you can choose to be of the darkness. The choice is yours.
So, I'm choosing light. Yeah.
Indeed. And what you will find is that there are habits that each of you have that have come from various incarnations. Habits of behavior, habits of speech, patterns that exist and have existed. And until you have a shift that is so profound that says, I will not behave in this manner, I will not behave in this fashion, there must be a shifting of the pattern. There must be a paradigm shift, if you will. It is not just the ability to say, I am happy when you are not. There is power in your words, but you must dig deeper, dear one. You must go back and find where you made the original agreements for this pattern of behavior.
My father told me that, my father is very psychic, and he told me that the devil was telling him that he had me, and he was going to give me a church, and I'd be performing miracles and such with his power. And I was like, Dad, that's crazy. But now it's really making a lot of sense what he was talking about, and I don't want that.
You have had that. And you have the ability to choose a different path. These contracts are ancient, dear one, and they must be completed and rewritten.
I have to create a new path.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Indeed, this is one of the reasons why these numbers have been coming to
Makes
you.
a lot of sense.
Yes. The first day that I channeled Pleiades, 111 was right in front of me, and 666 directly in front of me, both at the same time at a stoplight, before I even channeled Pleiades. And I was like, well, that's interesting, and that must be 111 is the path to goodness and love, and 666 is the path to darkness. And that was they were showing me right away that I have a choice.
Indeed.
Thank you so very much.
Yes.
You're welcome, dear one.
Mind blown.
I would like to ask a question.
Yes, dear man.
Since you have observed and can observe my journey
Yes.
from St. Lucia, the West Indies, to London, and from London to Scotland, from Scotland back to London, and now I am in America. And my question is, what now? And in asking this question, I know that you know why I asked that question. Because not only that, but we speak of the milestone, but that is an earthly thing. This is the 3D level. And my milestone will be coming up this year.
Wow.
So I am, certain things have been going through my mind when it comes to, of course, the work will go on and must go on. I know that. But it's like sometimes I just ask myself questions like this, and I thought I would be able to obtain some guidance and direction and advice and possibly some instructions from you.
Thank you, dear one, for honoring
Thank you.
us. Please understand that what is of paramount importance is that choices that are made are choices that resonate with both your heart as well as your head. You will never be led astray. Each of the journeys that you have taken have been recovering aspects of your soul that were left in various locations around the globe for you to come back into a sense of oneness with yourself, the next step for you to take will be a final step, a place that you will establish yourself and rest. The work that is being called for you to do will involve you having your own ministry. There are options for you. You could find yourself at a crossroads. Your time is far from done. America is not the final destination for you, dear one. This you know.
I know.
We don't want to spoil the surprise.
It might not be the way you think.
Please understand that where you go with guidance, you go with love, you go with blessing. You truly are a gift, and your origins are loftier than you could possibly imagine. What we would encourage you to do, dear one, is to bring into prayer a request of the angelic realm for further guidance and instructions, for many of them are with you always. Connection with beloved Saint Germain is rather extraordinary. You carry a pure violet flame that is living inside of you, which we have not seen in many. Thank you. You are much like a candle that lights others. Your light ignites others with the work that you do. We are moved to be in your presence, dear one.
I knew you were special, Norbert. I knew you were special.
Your faith is extraordinary, and you have the gift and the ability to bring that presence to many. All of you is not being utilized. However, it will be.
Thank you.
Indeed.
It's good to know that.
Indeed. Indeed. You are needed. You are necessary.
Is there anything I can do to help him?
Having him associate with others, having him affiliated with not only this community, but others. The network of connections that you all have with each other is rather extraordinary. How you help him to connect will will be of great assistance to him in what is to come.
And he has done so much already. I must say, he encourages. Even today, I felt I needed to be here this evening. But then I was thinking about all it took to get here.
Mm-hmm.
But I pushed it. And I left work very early today to get home, caught 2 buses,
Wow.
caught the train, and then my brother Robert met me at the train station.
Thank you for hearing our call.
Thank you.
So great.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Indeed.
Yes, thank you. I love the great ones. I love and I respect and I honor the great beings of light and love.
You are one of us, dear one.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Beautiful.
Dear ones, it is time for me to depart.
Thank you so much, Mary.
Thank you. Thank you,
Magdalene.
Mary Magdalene. Thank you so
Thank you.
Look
much.
forward to talking to you again.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
We bring you our blessings. Greetings and salutations.
It was beautiful.
Wow, that was nice. Very powerful.
Oh, we don't have to stop it yet. How are you feeling?
A little tired.
Mm. Wow.
And
So
does your
amazing.
eye burn
This
you?
isn't a live broadcast.
It's
is it?
live.
Oh, it's live on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Does it burn you, your eyes? Sometimes?
If I, after she or Hathor come through, and if she's using my eyes, and she was using my eyes tonight,
Yeah.
at the end of the evening, I have to take my contact lenses out and rinse my eyes.
Yes.
If I don't,
Yeah.
the next day I'll wake up and my eyes are completely crusted over, like I can't even open them.
Yeah.
I have to wet them to be able to open them. It's
Yeah.
the craziest thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like tonight, I will definitely soak my feet in Epsom salts.
Yeah.
Like her energy is still here. She's not in the body, but like
Mhm.
there's a resonance
Yes.
of her
Yes.
still with me. She's just,
Beautiful.
oh my God.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So informative and
She-
amazing. Oh my
She's helped me
goodness.
so much already, this lady, Mary
Wow.
Magdalene.
Yeah.
She's
Wow.
helped me a lot.
I
you know.
adore her. I
Yes.
adore her.
Beautiful.
She just really helped me out too.
You want to switch seats?
Sure, let me run to the bathroom really
Um,
quick. I'll be right back.
You know what? Let's pause then, and
Um,
then we can
yeah.
we'll start up another one for you.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll be back, everybody.